Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Eric.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you very much.
Let me tell you something. I joined the gym.
Congratulations. I did too.
Oh, look at that.
So who are you telling?
Yeah. I want everybody to know that when I look real brolic next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
That's why? Hey, I just want to pull the curtain back for a second. Guys, we don't record these episodes on a weekly basis. So last week's picture happened, I think, before last week.
Yeah.
Or this week's picture happened before last week. I don't know. But
but next week's picture is going to be taken in 2 days.
Next week picture, you will be huge. So
I'm
look out for next week's picture.
Yeah, I have 2 days to get huge, to get swole.
This week's
Do I
picture,
even lift, bro? Now I do.
This week's picture was taken at another time when you were not part of a gym.
No, but next week I'm going to have
over.
Double the size of my arms.
It's over. Jeff, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Why?
Why did I join a gym? Because they didn't have an initiation fee until...
I want to take care of myself. I want to improve my life. I want to get structure to my day. Something like that?
No.
Okay.
I saw that they had a discount, and I was like, you want to know what? Time to join this fucking gym. Everybody's on Instagram joining gyms. It's now my time.
Well, people usually do that after the beginning of the year. You waited.
Yeah, this is a classic...
By the way, I waited too, but you waited until...
This is a classic mid-year...
That's right. Reassessments?
Yeah.
Spring cleaning, if you will. It's summer, but
Summer,
whatever.
yeah.
Is it summer? I guess college is over, so it's summer.
I don't know. It's like 1,000,000 degrees outside.
Has camp started yet?
Pollen has completely wrecked my sinuses.
Yeah, how you doing?
Pretty great.
Oh,
I took a Claritin.
Well, that does, I guess, change the landscape. So
Claritin is the equinox of of sinus removal.
So you're feeling better?
I'm feeling great.
Good.
They're like steroids. Speaking of steroids, how's that for a segue?
Great segue.
I really enjoy the Lonely Island lemonade type visual poem, they call it.
Yeah.
That's on Netflix. Didn't expect to like it so much.
I'll say this,
because I haven't liked Lonely Island since the very, very beginning.
That's not true. That's not true.
As a whole?
That's not true. What are you saying?
I think
you didn't like Dick in the Box?
I love Dick in the Box.
Was that at the very beginning? No.
You're right.
Yeah. You're just saying things to say things.
I like the lettuce
Did
thing.
you really have a pollen issue, Jeff? Now I'm starting to wonder. Did you join a gym?
Yeah.
Are you going to look brolic next week? The Lonely Island.
I'm definitely going to look brolic next week. The
Lonely
the
Island
pollen thing was obviously just for attention.
The Lonely Island put out both an album and a visual component on Netflix, like you said, about the Bash Brothers, Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco,
and it's so good.
It's brilliant. To be to be clear, it is so well written. It is so well produced. It is so well executed on every level. I'm just blown away. It's fantastic. They did a great job because, if you think about creatively, you want to tell stories that right? And they grew up in the Bay around those Oakland A's championship teams, and these two steroid-addled guys who have the world at their fingertips, then lose it all. And that is a story, and they told it through a rap album and through
but based in 1988.
It's so good.
Funny.
And a half-an-hour program that you can watch on Netflix. It's so good that we listen on Spotify.
Well, it broke up your rotation of Ari Lennox and DaBaby.
That was it.
That's it.
That was it.
Yeah.
Now that's in there. Oh, Burna Boy.
Yep.
There might be a few other things in there, but it's been heavy in terms of Shensia. Shout out to all our friends at Interscope.
Yeah.
It inspires us when we think of ways to present our content. We have some TV stuff we're working on, some film stuff we're working on, some music stuff we're working on.
Talk about it.
And it's always a sort of mission of ours to do different things. A lot of people do compare us to the Lonely Island and have for years. We're white Jewish guys who love hip hop and obsess over it and know the sort of...
How many of them are Jewish?
Well,
Andy definitely is.
Yeah, Andy Samberg, very Jewish. Yorma Taccone,
probably not.
Unsure. Akiva Schaffer,
definitely
Jewish. Yeah. So I guess
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
We got 2 out of 2.
We'll assume. But so people would compare us to them, and you want to sort of separate yourselves. You don't want to be seen as Peter Rosenberg. You don't want to be seen as Lil Dicky. You don't want to be. You're your own thing, right?
Yeah.
you don't want to live in this lane that is just like someone else. And when you're on such a big platform like SNL, obviously that's the first thing that people think of. So for them to do something that is so them and so specific, it gives me more inspiration to do our stuff in our lane and be so sure of it and present it in a new way. And I think they did a tremendous job.
Definitely shouts to them for
Shouts
that.
to them. Big shouts to them.
I do not think they listen to our podcast.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Word will get to them.
Yes. So if you are out there, tell them that we liked it. I don't think they know who we are.
I'm going to be very honest here.
Uh-huh.
I think I have Yorma's email because...
Oh, somebody
Yeah.
like didn't BCC all.
Yes.
And it's like 1,000 names.
Yeah,
and
you get
picked out
Pharrell's
one.
email,
Yeah.
you get like, you know, Kanye's
Yeah.
and Yorma Tagoni's. So maybe I'll email him and I'll just be like, hey, big fan from afar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, first time, long time.
Killed it.
Mm-hmm.
And listen to our podcast.
I honestly hope you do.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, do it.
Is that like my homework assignment tonight?
Yeah. But yeah, do it tonight.
Tonight?
On Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Do it on the Sunday of Memorial Day.
Hey, man. Been listening to your album. I got some notes.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m.
It's too great. It's too awesome.
2 a.m. sitting here doing laundry thinking of you.
So that's got into the rotation. What else are we talking about? Getting ready to go to...
Oh, we're going on vacation.
We're going to Denver.
Yeah.
Then we're going to L.A.
Uh-huh.
It's funny. I mean,
Well,
yes,
LA's
it is
LA's not vacation.
Right. It's vacation and then into work. We're bringing our microphones, so we'll still be recording intros and outros. But this week we're recording 3 new podcast episodes.
In our home.
And Jeff will get progressively more Hulk-like, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
One by one, every day.
Every day.
Jeff's just going to...
Out here flipping tires.
The proof is in the pictures.
Just like
Jeff has joined a
punching
gym.
holes through walls.
By the way, I've joined a gym too, and they ask you...
It's
same
the same gym.
Same gym.
Yeah.
But they ask you on the app, they say, what 3 things do you... This is like joining Netflix. It's like, what do you want to watch? What do you want to achieve at this gym? And it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, like one of them was meditation. I was like, I guess, but I don't know that I want to do that, but maybe. What if I don't select that? Then
you can't do it.
Can't do it.
Yeah. Then you have to be like a roided out freak.
Maybe I'll
with
become
anger issues.
more meditative in every picture from now on.
Yeah, you're going to just be super chill doing vinyasa poses.
Yes. You know what else? I just realized, Jeff, you didn't need to join a gym. You could just Photoshop yourself.
Huh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Lots
That's
of
a very
good,
expensive mistake.
Lots of good content on the way. Shout out to everybody who's been letting us know that we've been on a good run. I agree. Jeff agrees. And lots more on the way. Some exciting guests in the weeks to come. But today on the podcast...
Today, we are very excited to have Moneybagg Yo.
Moneybagg Yo, whose album Forever Heartless is at the top of the iTunes charts right now. Go listen to that. He says that it's a return to form to his real street records. He felt he went a little pop with the J. Cole thing, although we get into that and talk about how he tried to bring J. Cole into his world. And by the way, I think we would agree it is very successful.
Yes.
And he talks about his entire journey from growing up in South Memphis to dropping out of high school to finding rap.
Well, but he drops out in the 12th grade.
He does. But he finds rap to be not something that he's interested in necessarily artistically and as a career, but something that would get him out of the circumstances that he was born into. We talk about how he brought the South and North together when he signed with Yo Gotti, why he signed with Yo Gotti, and he breaks news on this podcast about his new management situation, and it's a big one. And shout out to Moneybagg Yo for coming through. Jeff, when do you want to get into this?
Right now.
Yo, what up? It's Eric, a.k.a. AP Bio, a.k.a. Watch and Learn.
Yo, what up? It's Jeff, a.k.a. Flippin' O's, a.k.a. Vanna White.
Yo, what it is Kid Moneybagg Yo, locked in, Forever Heartless.
Yeah, this is your third favorite podcast to waste your time with. It's the real.
Bagg, what's happening?
What's up with it, man? What's going on?
We spent far too long trying to figure out what to call you. We were like, can we call him Bagg? Can we call him Yo? Can we
I
call
like
him...
Bagg.
Yeah?
Call him Bagg.
So Bagg it is.
I'm Bagg.
We actually met you probably a year ago at Sweet Chick. There was like a
Oh,
little,
yeah,
a little
I
celebration.
remember
And
that.
we were
That's why I was
sitting...
telling you I remember your face from.
Yeah. So we were sitting there, and you were newly signed to Interscope.
Exactly.
And they were very excited about what you had in the works.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if you had the J. Cole verse at that time.
No, I didn't.
But look at like the year since then. Has that been a roller coaster?
Yeah, it's been a real roller coaster. It's just God. It's God work. Like, everything. Like I was just at the right place at the right time.
Well,
When it
how
happened.
so?
I was at the studio. I was in L.A. and he was on tour, but he told me he ain't even supposed to be like at the studio at that time. So I come out the room. I bump into him. When I bump into him, he was just running into me like, "Hey, I'm actually a fan of you." I was like, "For real? Of course I'm a fan of you." So boom, I was like, "I'm working on my first major album. When you get time, you know what I'm saying, come in the studio, holler at me." So I went in the studio. It was like 3-4 minutes. He come right behind me and he like pulled something up. So I was like, "Man, that's crazy." You know what I'm saying? So I pulled something up. I pulled something up like just in his lane, his type of vibe. And he was like, "Nah, I want to come in your world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bring me over there with you."
So what'd you do?
I pulled like, you know what I pulled up? The trap.
Well, did you have your verse already done for that?
Yeah, I actually had the chorus done already. The chorus was done.
And then he did his verse.
And then he did his verse, and then
You followed?
He was trying to do like a 16 or 12, but I was like, and he was like, "Man, I'll come back and do." I said, "Nah, I gotta go and get that 8. Let me go. He rapped the 8 to me.
Yeah.
I like, "Nah, let me go and get that little 8 right there. I'll take that." You know what I'm saying? So, and I did the 8 too. So,
And then what'd you do when you wanted to like tell the label about it? You just played it for them, or were you just like, "Yo, you'll never believe who's in the studio"?
Like I had went up with the picture. I had took a picture with him like before he got out of there. I took a picture and I went up with the picture, and everybody was just like, it just went crazy.
That's so dope.
They were like, "Oh, did y'all get it in?" I'm like, "Yeah, we got it in."
Yeah.
Sure.
Had anybody ever in like your Instagram comments? I know that you like to see like who people are suggesting and maybe like take suggestions from like the internet. Had
Exactly.
anybody ever been like, "You should get with J. Cole"?
No, they didn't even expect it.
Yeah.
They didn't expect it when I did it.
So do you like that more, like the surprise of it?
I like the surprise. I like the
Yeah.
surprise. I'm like, yeah, I ain't expecting this from here.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the difference between North Memphis, South Memphis, East Memphis? Like, what is it about each region that sets it apart?
I'm gonna sum it up fast.
Yeah.
North and South Memphis, that's the treacherous. East Memphis, they nice. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. It's like everybody from the North and South, they starting to move out to the East right now, cause they're where the good homes at. It's like the suburbs and everything is out that way.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Now you got killers and you got tough guys all across the city right now. Everybody got a gun.
So what's the temperature out there?
Hot.
Yeah.
It's hot, man.
Do you feel like what you're writing about now still represents Memphis currently?
Once God got his hand on you and he like, this is what you finna do, you talented, you rap, this is what you finna do in life. I don't care how much like you evolve and you go to a whole nother space, you can always close your eyes and be like, place yourself back where you was. Once you really live like that, you can go put yourself back there instead of somebody else writing it for you or doing what you do. You can just close your eyes and be like, all right, boom, I remember this day I was living like this. Let me make this out of a song right quick. Boom, simple as that.
And yours and Gotti's relationship now, obviously, like you're working together, but you're from different parts of the city. Do you feel like you guys coming together has like helped move things in a more
exactly
positive
right.
direction?
Yeah. It's real positive at this point. There ain't just no North and South beef going on like that no more. Just nah.
What's growing up in South Memphis like?
It's hard. It's a real struggle. You're gonna go through a lot of pain, most definitely. But you gotta have a ton of vision coming from that place. You gotta stay focused, cause they're gonna try to knock you off. Especially when they know you on the right track and you got something going. And you know what I'm saying, your dreams a little bit bigger than theirs, they're gonna try to knock you out. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? So you gotta stay focused.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to move and know how to put yourself up.
Well, when's the first time you like recognized that?
First time I recognized that, so like really like with rapping and everything, like I really didn't even have no passion for rap at first. I was just rapping. I had started rapping to like make money and get out the struggle. And I was just playing the back seat to a lot of people. I was in a group at one time. And I was just looking at them, and they had started getting like 2,500s, 3,000s off shows. I was like, hold up, I probably can do this too. Let me try it. You know what I'm saying? So I made my first song. It was called like We Got Bum Money or something crazy like that. And then I just kept pushing. And then I dropped this song called I Need a Plug. When I dropped it took over Memphis. It took over the tri-states, and we here.
But you were still living where you were living.
Yeah. No. I had been like, I was already moving around the city. I wasn't just in my hood like that. You know what I'm saying? I go to the hood, post up and do my thing, but at the same time, I was moving around the whole city.
So who were the older people who like had some sort of influence on you, who like may have kept you on a straighter path?
It was a couple OGs, you know what I'm saying? Like, a couple OGs kept me focused.
Do you have any
know what I'm
older siblings?
No. I really ain't no like family oriented person. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's bad or not, but I really ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just
Same
looked at
here,
it
by
like
the way.
streets-
I don't fuck with my brother.
like the streets kind of really took me in, and then my homeboys, they became blood brothers to me. You know what I'm saying? And and the streets really became my father and everything. So it's just that's how I really looked at it, the whole situation.
So if you go back to like middle school or high school and you had bigger dreams and it wasn't necessarily music driven, where did you see yourself going?
I don't know where I'd be. I don't know. I ain't
Did you ever think that you would just be stuck in South Memphis?
Nah, cause I had dreams like I was gonna be something, but I didn't know what it was though. And then when I started doing music and I got the passion, I just really I love music. Then my life became music, and everything I say, and I mean everything I go through and everything I see, it became a song. Like I was like, yeah, this is what I'm finna do, and I'm really finna be that. I'm finna be that. I'm finna let them know who it is.
So what did you know about recording at that point?
Nothing. I just knew I was trying to develop my sound at that time. I had if you go back, I'm talking about if you go on YouTube and you look at listen to a whole lot of my old stuff, you're gonna see how the sound just elevated, and I found myself. I finally got it.
Who did you sound like?
I don't know. I wouldn't say I sound like nobody. Maybe
You weren't trying to
like
sound
they
like.
used to say I sounded like people that was because I told you I was playing the backseat of this group I was in.
Yeah.
And they used to say I sound like people that was in the group, but of course you're gonna do that once you this all year round. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
all you seeing and hearing. So I had to just break that.
Were you looking for like beats on YouTube or anything? Or,
Yeah, I was SoundClick,
Yeah.
SoundClick, everything,
Yeah.
SoundCloud, all that.
And then
All
where
right.
was the studio that you would record at?
In the living room? It was in Westwood, in the living room.
And did you go to to the bathroom as a booth or something like that, or a closet, or just a
we was
corner or
in a
something like
corner?
that?
Yeah, like in a little corner, but for the most part, it was just open space, like this right here. Like it was just open.
Who gave you encouragement early that sort of was like, you know what? Maybe this is something that's bigger than I thought.
Who gave me that encouragement? I'd say Larry Live 901. You know what I'm saying? He started off as my DJ at one point, and then, you know what I'm saying, his brother DJ also, you know what I'm saying, then he had took over, he got really promoted to a bigger situation, and then let his brother do the DJ thing. You know what I'm saying? But he always motivated me and told me, my home team, I know you finna do this. I know this finna happen to you. And he really the reason for my whole career. I really owe him my life, to be honest with you.
Wow.
I really owe him my life, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna work it out.
I heard you were in a group with Black Youngster. Is that true?
Yeah. Me and Black Young's in the group. It was like 4 or 5 of us.
Was that the group that you were talking about, or no?
No, that's the second setup. That's when stuff started, when I really got to finding myself, I had started being in East Memphis a lot. And then me and Youngster, we teamed up, and there was a couple more people, and then, we did that. It was a group called MGU,
What did that stand for?
Memphis Graded Underrated.
Yeah.
MGU sounds like a bank.
Because they were making money.
Yeah.
When you...
No, we weren't making no money
No,
at that
okay.
time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do that.
Did you guys play out? Would you guys do shows?
Yeah, we did. We tried it, but that's why I don't agree with groups. And the reason why I say that is because it's too many egos. You got too many people you dealing with, especially when you know your vision right here, then you got to deal with this. You don't show up to this video shoot at this time. You got this attitude because of this. You got personal problems with your family, your baby mamas, or whoever you dealing with. But I'm focused. You know what I'm saying? So how I'm supposed to keep the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I think you just summed up the Wu-Tang documentary, by the way. So.
it's crazy.
When you're first performing, are there crowds for you, or is this just sort of like an open mic
So you
situation?
saying my first show?
Yeah.
My first show actually shocked me. I did the Yo Gotti birthday bash.
You were
And
invited
there was
to do that?
5,000 people in the crowd. This is my first show though. You gotta
yeah.
understand.
It's a hell of a way to start.
Man, I come out the joint. I come down the little steps. Everybody going crazy. I'm talking about the whole what Mud Island. We was at the Mud Island. The whole arena going crazy. It was 5,000 people. Real talk. Lights up and everything.
Were
So
you
I just knew
nervous?
it was something special at that point.
Were you nervous?
I was nervous, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got through
I
it.
was fresh. I was saucy. Ooh.
How many songs did you do?
I did probably about 5-6 songs.
And when
Because he
you-
had a lot of people on the lineup. It was Ross, Meek, Nick. It was a lot of people.
And you.
Yeah.
Me, yeah.
Crazy.
Youngster, everybody.
When you leave that stage, were you just like, holy shit, I need to do this again?
Yeah. I already had, it gave me that thrill, that adrenaline. I was I gotta do this. And that what really got my mind open to touring. I want to venture into that touring Cause it's like when the club's cool, like what you doing clubs, but it's almost like they too gangster. Like they come in there, and then you like females is my biggest fan base. So the females gonna be in the building, but the niggas they just gonna come because it's finna be a whole lot of females in the building. We finna go do that. Boom, boom. We rock with you, but we gonna be in there. We gonna be like this. We gonna just vibe out. We gonna sip our drink and we gonna just smoke our little weed on some cool stuff. But I want the energy when I'm in the building. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I rather pick venues and touring over vice versa the club. You know what I'm saying?
Did MGU like break up, or was it like
Yeah,
everybody
we
grew
broke up
apart?
because, like I said, it was too many.
Yeah, but what was that conversation like?
It was an argument in the studio. Ended right there.
Wow.
And you walked out and that was it?
It was 2-3 of us walked out.
Do you find that like you don't want to deal with people who aren't like running as fast as you are?
Yeah, like that's why that's the most biggest part why I used to hate like doing features. Like if you go listen to a lot of my old tapes, I don't have features on them. I just started just getting into that because, like you said, the fans be coming and tweeting and they want to see me do that.
Yeah.
And I be thinking it's a good business move at the same time to collect other people's fans and do all that type of stuff too. But I really didn't even like doing features at first.
So when it came to you putting your own music out, were you going through like SoundCloud? Were you putting it like through
YouTube?
Yep.
I was shooting a lot of content, like the video. I've always been creative with my situation. Like anything that I see, like it be like movies playing in my head. Like if you could see what I see, like you'd be like, oh, he's a good thinker. Like I could think good.
Yeah.
Well, how did you get your creativity like out there before you were doing music? Like as a kid?
Did you draw? Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Man, you a psychic. You know something.
You don't know what's going on in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you a psychic.
The movies,
But for real though, like I used to draw. I'm a little rusty right now, but I used to be good. I used to be good at drawing. Like when I was in
doing
school.
like what? Like
school.
graffiti or like
Nah,
figures or
regular-
like
people like
Yeah.
us. I drew a whole portrait of my family one time. I think my mama framed it.
wow.
She got it still right to this day.
Well,
Amazing.
so did school mean like something to you? Were you like an art class can like elevate me to some other level?
I mean, no, I didn't take no art class, and I just naturally was like to draw. Cause I didn't really pay attention in class that much.
Yeah.
Same.
I didn't really pay attention in class that much, so I just occupied myself. But at the same time, like I used to play basketball for a short point of time. Football, I tried everything. I really tried a lot of stuff.
What was your team mascot?
A tiger. It was the Mitchell Tigers
That's a
and
good
the
one.
Whitehaven Tigers. I dropped out of both. It's crazy because I got all the way to the 12th grade and stopped going to school.
You waited
Wait.
until you were a senior to drop out?
what?
But you got to understand though. It sounds crazy.
It sounds
it does
so
sound
crazy.
crazy.
It sounds crazy, but you got to understand. Like it was
Come
almost
so close.
We were getting our last report cards, and I realized I was failing. And I wasn't finna go back to school. Like I'm not.
Oh,
finna
it
go
would have
back-
been like a whole other year.
Yeah, I'm not finna
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
I'm not finna do that.
Did you have
and then
a-
I would have my little girl at the time. I was like, no, sir, I'm not
Yeah.
finna do this.
Yeah.
Did you have like a regular job at the time? Like
No, I was in the streets.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we just
yeah.
moved around in the street. I run around with my niggas and doing it.
But you did start working at Church's Chicken at some point.
Yeah. How you know that?
because he's a psychic.
I didn't get your homework.
yeah.
I worked at Church of Chicken for like one day. You know
One
what I'm saying?
day?
I couldn't take it. I couldn't take
Then
it.
you
How'd
dropped
you
out
get
of that.
fired?
Yeah.
Or did
I
you? You quit.
I
You quit.
just quit. I
Yeah.
just quit. I was like, it wasn't for me smelling that chicken like that. I threw up, all that.
Have you been back?
No.
Wow. Have you been back to your high school since you've gotten to be this
Yeah.
level of fame?
Yeah, I performed for the kids. And I'm glad you brought that up. They trying to give me an honorary diploma. I told you I didn't get it.
Yeah.
So I told my mom, I'm going to just go back and get it and give it to her.
That's dope.
They trying to give me the diploma.
Which high school though? Both
Mitchell,
of them?
Mitchell, the first one.
The Tigers, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, both of them was Tigers.
Oh.
But the Whitehaven Tigers, this like in the middle between like going towards East Memphis and South Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a crossover. It's a street that you cross over and you in Whitehaven from South Memphis.
Yeah.
But in South Memphis was the Mitchell High School.
Yeah.
And there's walking home. That's the school I really went to. Like really, I'm talking about from 7th grade to, you know what I'm saying?
Middle of 12th
11th
grade.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
When you really get into music and you're like, all right, I get recording
Yeah.
and I get like my overall vision and putting content out there and I get the idea of like playing bigger venues. How do you turn that into a reality? Like, because you're just you at that point, right? Or do you
Yeah.
have like local representation?
It's all about their hustle. It's all about their hustle.
But isn't that easier said than done?
It's easier said than done, But you gotta like, I feel like I ain't gonna lie, it ain't just easy as if we try to make it seem, but you gotta just stay pushing. You gotta stay motivated.
Yeah.
You gotta stay working. Like,
Well, were there naysayers?
stay yeah.
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 Like, did you want to go the traditional route and get your shit played on like the radio?
Yeah, but then it just organically happened.
Yeah.
What was your first time hearing yourself on the radio like?
It was crazy. It was the I Need to Plug song. I was like, oh, it's on now.
And where were you? Were you
I was
like in
Memphis.
the
I
car?
was riding in the car. And then like it's so crazy. Like I don't even talk about this a lot. I had I was in the trap. I had a little cell phone, like the little flip joints.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was in North Memphis. Matter of fact, boom. I'm in the apartments or whatever. Akon called the phone. Akon called the trap phone.
Akon.
Akon.
Were you like, how'd you get this number?
Nah, I ain't asking him all that. I just was like, so at the end of the day, I found out how he got the number. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, hey, man, I'm a fan of the music. I need to plug. I see the shirts. I see the whole movement. I want to fly you out to Cali when you can come out. I said, man, I'm ready now. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, he was like, all right, we finna book the ticket. I was out there the next day.
So wait, otherwise it would have been like your Connect calling you, but this was Akon calling you, and he offered
Connect.
you, yeah. And he,
Now, I would have been a Connect, probably would have been clientele or something.
Okay.
But it was, at this point, it was Akon.
yeah.
That's crazy.
So the last person you expected, and
It was the last person out, most definitely. I had I don't know. I think somebody still got the video. They were recording me when I was on the phone with them.
that's wild.
Did you sit like middle seat or like, you know, did you
No,
get to pick your seat? Did he fly you first class? Like, how did he fly you out?
No, I was in a regular coach joint.
Have
went
you ever
out-
been to California before?
No, that was my first time. Shout out to Akon for that.
Yeah,
First
seriously.
experience.
Who flew out with you? Anybody?
Nobody.
It was just you.
Yeah, just me.
Whoa, that's a lot of trust. Like, you know, like,
I'm gonna get to it.
yeah,
Man, I got my faith in God. Let's go.
yeah. You land in L.A.
Yeah, land to LA, get to his mansion, the all-white mansion, the big boy joint. You know what I'm saying? Walk around the joint, hop in the water, the pool. You know what I'm saying? Just vibe and eat. You know, and then
He was there, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
just like take the crib. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we just got to chopping it up. Then we ended up in the studio, and you know,
Just record right there.
yeah, he gave me like good words of encouragement too. Like,
Did you-
keep pushing, stay focused?
Well, did you expect to sign to him at that point?
I was expecting, you know, like when your first opportunity on the table like that, you're gonna always like, man, oh, I need to go on. I want to do this, I want to do that, but like for the upcoming artists and rappers that's out there right now, like you can't jump on the first thing, like just come to you like that.
Right.
Yeah. So what did he expect you, like, what was it for?
It was to rock with me, it was to lock me in, but I mean it didn't work out.
Yeah.
It
So
didn't
you
work
flew
out.
back to Memphis,
Yeah, I flew back to Memphis.
and were you back to like
It's like when I flew back to Memphis, because I posted pictures, I posted videos out there.
everybody
And
thinks
it's
that
like
you're,
everybody
Yeah.
was like, I had the juice when I got back.
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
I most definitely had the juice when I got back because they thought something was going on.
Well, so how do you then top like, you know, where your career was at that point?
I just knew things were finna get serious because if he were interested in me, ain't no telling who else.
Yeah.
But they just didn't know how to get in contact with me.
By the way, how gutsy was that, like, to turn him down and to know that, like, you know, there was a brighter future ahead?
To be honest, I didn't want to turn him down. It didn't work out. It just wasn't what I just knew better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just always knew better, and I just didn't want that.
So you got back to work.
Yeah, I got back to work.
Are you still working with the same, like, set of producers? Are you still working with the same,
Yeah, I got
like,
actually I just signed this 15-year-old producer out of Cleveland, Ohio. His name is Drum God. He made like 9 or 14 of these songs on Forever Heartless. Super hard.
So that's now.
And he
Yeah,
made
that's
the
now.
He made
Yeah.
the joint with J. Cole. He made In Her Voice on Reset. He made the joint with YG. He done a lot of
A
work with me.
15-year-old.
Yeah, 15.
how did you guys
He
connect?
probably be like 16 right in a minute. But yeah, he 15. He just turned 16.
16? How'd you guys get in
He's
touch?
17 now?
No, he just
16,
turned
16.
16.
Oh, okay, got it. I was like, time is moving very quickly for this
yeah.
kid. Yeah.
How'd you guys get in touch in the first place?
I actually was going through my emails. It's crazy. Like, I was going through my emails, and I rarely do that. Like, so I was just going through my emails one day, bored in the studio, and I clicked on his name. I like Drum God. I said, "Oh, let me see what he got going." And I clicked on it, and boom, I was like, "Oh yeah, he got it." And I recorded on one of his joints, and then I had hit him. I told my engineer to reach out to him, and boom, it was locked in ever since.
So who were you working with when you came back from California, though, back then? Like, who were some of the local guys that you were rocking with?
Just like some of the individuals that was in the group I was telling you about, like some of them. But other than that, there wasn't really nobody. I really won't record with nobody famous.
How did you meet Black Youngsta in the first place?
I met Black Youngster. I forget how I met Black Youngster. I think dealing with the first group. With the first group, I met Black Youngster. And then after that, we just got to knowing each other, constantly seeing each other. And then boom, after we did that, we ended up becoming the group. We had to establish the group together.
What's the funniest thing you've seen him do over the years?
The little dance. He had the dance called the Heavy. That was his first. If you go on look it up, go on YouTube, look it up. That was one of his first little dances.
The Heavy.
That's the funniest joint. Yeah.
When you were recording back then, how easy was it to convey like your vision to everybody that you were working with?
Nobody didn't see my vision. Like, first of all, with the Gotti situation, he from the north, I'm from the south, don't get along. You know what I'm saying?
Traditionally, yeah.
Yeah, traditionally, don't get along. Two different areas is treacherous, but at the same time, I just saw a bigger vision. They didn't never see that. Like, my whole side turned against me for that. But I had to understand, like, it is what it is.
Because you were messing with
about
somebody.
About my career and what I see, I'm going to war about this. So it is what it is. I ain't finna fold. You can't bend. You can't fold nothing that don't bend. I stand on this. So it's just like, that's how I always felt. Yeah.
Even before you signed to him or had any discussion, did you think about, like, maybe I would collaborate to sort of, like, get the ball rolling?
Nah, actually, Gotti did like 3 or 4 songs with me before I even done the deal with him. Flew me out to Vegas. Man, did like 3 or 4 songs before I even did the deal. He didn't even probably think I was gonna do the deal. Probably.
Were you suspicious at all because of that, like, North versus South thing?
Yeah, I questioned myself, and then people were like, "Man, don't do it, don't do it." I'm like, "What y'all telling me don't do it for? How y'all know this? How he ain't this, he ain't that? All right, let me try it out. Let me see if it works." Cause at the end of the day, I do understand. I'm a firm believer. You control your destiny. Like you control where you want to go. Like where you going in life. Can't nobody stop that. You know what I'm saying? What God got planned for you is gonna happen for you.
Yeah.
So that's what I stand on, and I ain't let none of their decisions affect me. Like however they felt, I want with it.
Today's episode of A Waste Time with It's The Real is sponsored by Let Me Hear a Rhyme, the new book from award-winning author Tiffany D. Jackson. Jeff, it is the story of 3 teens, Brooklyn 1998, who plot to turn their murdered friend into a major rap star by pretending he's still alive. If you think of A Weekend at Bernie's mixed with DMX and Method Man and Jay-Z, that is what we're telling you about right here.
Well, I'm in.
You are not going to put this book down. It is perfect for the summer. If you're out at the beach, if you're inside with air conditioning, if you are on a train traveling somewhere in Europe right now, this is the book that you need. It combines vibrant storytelling and captivating twists. It is this summer's can't miss read. Jeff, read a portion of that book right now.
What are invertebrates? She shouts and looks at me hard.
That's all you need.
Animals without a backbone.
That's all you need to hear right there. Tiffany D. Jackson is a funny and authentic and original author. I loved reading this book. Jeff loves reading this book right now, so he's going to give you another bit, just out of context.
Quady, Mom shouts. I'm home. Got some KFC.
Now, see, Jeff doesn't do it justice.
Oh, you want me to do voices?
Because Jeff does great accents. So do a Brooklyn 1998 accent, if you would.
I shouldn't say shorties. I'm talking real women like my sister's age. Brown skin, dark skin, light skin, Puerto Ricans, whites, all fine as hell. The fellas look fly too. Versace shades, Gucci belts, gold chains and rings, buying bottles at the bar.
Listen, if you love Brooklyn, if you love 90s hip hop.
Wait, did that feel like
if you love Jeff's accent.
Did that feel like you were there in 1998?
This is not
Brooklyn?
just a stunning novel, but it also features original lyrics written by artist Malik 16. Shout out to Tiffany D. Jackson.
Rel has on his Coogee sweater.
Shout out to Malik
black
16.
jeans and gators.
And shout out to Epic Reads. Let Me Hear a Rhyme, available right now wherever books and audiobooks are sold. And now back to the podcast.
Akon flew you out. Gotti flew you out.
And he tried to sign me, like, it was like 3 times he tried to sign. Like the 3rd, 4th time I went on, like, come on, we're going to go and do it.
Wow.
But he was reaching out. He reached out like 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Bro.
Wow.
Like, real talk.
He kept coming back.
Did you ever think maybe you would just like go it on your own?
Nah, to be honest, reason why I ain't think that is because, like, even if it's somebody independent in the streets investing in you or whatever it is, like that was my situation currently was, endless entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Head, Zebo, Zach Randolph played for the Grizzlies, played for Sacramento at this point.
And the
It's
Knicks,
like-
let's not forget.
and
Yeah, he
the
played.
Knicks and the Blazers. We can, it's a whole lot. We can keep going, but
Michigan State,
exactly. But it's just like you gonna need some kind of bag behind you, because when I first came in, I was thinking like, I was people telling me, bro, you don't need number like 20 to 40,000 to get here or do that. No, sir, that's not true. You gonna need a real large bag to take care of your business.
Yo, you must like see that now. Obviously, like having like
I see that now.
Yeah,
and people that they be want your position. Just say like people that be around you and they wanna be where you at and they want their spotlight. They don't understand. They don't be understanding that it take a lot. It take a lot for this to happen. So my words to them, I be telling them like, man, just let me get to a certain position, so like a Drake status, to where they can't do nothing but listen to y'all. I'm gonna force them on y'all. You ain't got no other choice but to listen to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So they get it now though.
You're not somebody who is currently in a group, obviously. You have done mixtapes and projects with, like, full projects with, like, NBA Youngboy or, like, other artists.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy that process?
It was a cool process. It ain't last long, but it was a cool process. We stayed focused and kept moving.
and you haven't had a lot of features like in a lot of your earlier stuff.
Yeah.
It was just you.
Yeah.
Do you find that when you're working with other people that it sparks something fresh, or are you just like you could do an album just by yourself and feel great about that?
I feel like that. I really feel like that. I just need,
you have a lot to say.
I had a lot to say, and I just need the right beats. I need the right beats, the right vibe.
Yeah.
So I like being in the studio by myself too. That's a session with Moneybagg Yo. I just really like being locked in by myself, where my mind can just reach and stretch and go everywhere.
Do you find that like a lot of people like the atmosphere? Like they're like, oh, if I invite like all these friends and all these girls and all this like vibe there, it'll change something.
Some people record. I've been in the studio with Future and Thug. They like recording like with 100 females in the studio. It's a vibe.
Yeah.
They like that.
And they can get an
100
instant
niggas in the
reaction
studio.
too, right?
Yeah, it's a reaction. They like recording like this. So, but it's just like all of us special in our own kind of way, and we got our ways of recording and doing our own thing and making the music.
Yeah.
Do you watch anything in the studio?
What you mean, watch? What?
Like, we've been in the studio, people will watch, like, movies with the sound off, or they'll watch, like, ESPN or...
ESPN, like basketball, yeah.
Yeah.
ESPN, just be playing, yeah.
Do you record back at home, or do you you're like, no, I'm going to decamp in like LA or Atlanta or somewhere and just like work out there?
Yeah, I love, like, it all depends on what kind of vibe I got. I just put a studio in my house, so it's just
Congratulations.
Like, appreciate that. It's just like if I want that feel, if I'm trying to go make some songs like strictly for the streets, like what I just did on Forever Heartless, it's like I want to go back to Memphis. I want to go to Atlanta. I want to go mingle and mix around the street, like that part. But if I'm like with this album, I'm finna be in Vegas, Miami, LA vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You want the vibes on it. You trying to get you a real hit record with that. So
what sets your studio apart from everybody else's? Like, what did you want that was special for your studio?
My whole studio thing red and black, like with the whole Heartless series is red and black. It's big, spacious. It's just me and my engineer. We locked in. It's love.
Do you record it like odd hours? Are you just like you're feeling it, and so you're just like, well, I got the studio in my house. I'll record it now.
Actually, I used to record like I'd go in the studio and be in there all night. I'd go from like daylight to sundown. But then I had started recording and working with Kevin Gates, and he was just like, look, I'm gonna give you a little strategy. Right? I'm gonna give you a strategy. You can go in the studio, you get up in the morning, you pray, you can work out. You know what I'm saying? Once you get through working out, you go to the studio, get chopped, get grown, whatever you're gonna do. Once you get in there, it's probably like 4 or 5, right? At least if you make you do this every day though. If you make 2 or 3 good songs a day, vice versa, being in the studio and tiring yourself out a whole day, then you can go home. You got time to leave the studio 9, 10 o'clock, go play with your kids, enjoy it with your family, do other things. Like
That's what Bun told us too,
It's a lot of other stuff. So it's just really like a discipline thing.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like a real like 9-to-5 job,
yeah.
schedule
So
and
I started looking at it like that. I was like, yeah, I can do that. So ever since I linked up with him, I just really started been moving like that.
What else has Kevin Gates taught you about just the way that he like carries himself and lives his life?
I mean, just, stay true to what you want to do and keep pushing. Like I keep telling you, like keep pushing, stay focused. Don't let nobody tell you what to do or how to go about your career. Just keep going.
How did you end up meeting him? I mean, because I know that you've said that like you guys sound alike.
Yeah. A lot of people used to say that. And, it's like he caught. Like I was going through a lot of stuff when he was incarcerated.
Yeah.
I was going through a whole lot of stuff, and like he had reached out through jail. There was one of them other calls. I woke up. I'm talking about. It's one of them bad days I'm going through. I wake up in the morning. I look over. Boom, I get a call from my dog. I slide the call over. He was like, "Hey, I got Gates. Want to holler at you." Boom. So he three-way him in. We get on the phone, and he just like, "Hey, don't let them tear you down. Every time they tear you down, I'm gonna build you back up. Do this, do that. Boom, boom, boom. Don't let nobody throw you out. Don't let them knock you off your square, your element." I like, man, that motivation. I needed that at that time. He came right doing the clutch at that time.
That's so dope.
Yeah. So soon as he when he got out of jail, boom, we ended up linking up, did a whole lot of records. We supposed to drop this mixtape, but it's coming. It's coming, but
You got a name for it?
Probably he wanted to name it 3 Seconds Left. Then he wanted to name it Federal Pressure. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of names for it.
Who are some artists that, because you're talking about a lot of people who have reached out to you, who are some artists that you've reached out to?
Some artists I reached out to.
Either coming up or like maybe you're reaching up.
I reached out to Future when I first, I had DM Future, and he hit me right back ASAP.
Wow.
It shocked me. It threw me off. I was just, you know what I'm saying?
Did he follow you at the time?
Were
No.
you
No,
verified?
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't follow me at the time, but I just, boom, I went at it. And he was like, "Hey, I'm in Miami these days." Shit, it was like the day it happened, he was finna be in LA 2 days after this. In Miami 2 days after that. And I just got right down there.
How awesome is it to work with somebody and like they meet expectations or exceed them, you know?
Yeah, it was
it's
it was a real
Yeah.
experience because when I got there, he was just telling me like how he like saying like almost similar to the J. Cole situation, telling me like, "Bro, I know Moneybagg Yo. Like you take this amount of time to drop a project, you do this within a 3 months span, this amount of songs, this how you come. You don't take that long to not drop." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Man, you know my whole little layout. You on my trail." So I was just like, "This love." So we ended up locking in and doing a lot of work.
What has your experience with Interscope been? Like, do you feel like you can come in there, give them the blueprint, and they'll just like, you know?
Yeah, I got creative control, so it's just like they let me do me. They let me do what I want to do in that building.
How do you decide that a project is done?
It's just a feeling. It's a feeling that it give you like with Forever Heartless, I feel like I've been done. I feel like I really been done with the whole tape, but then it'd be like you be back and forth in your mind. You be like, do you want to come like this or like this? And it get tricky at the end. That's why it's good. That's why they tell you to go and have it turned in.
Yeah.
You know, ain't no
Can't do
turning
anything
around.
then. Yeah.
Ain't no turning around at that point. You already locked in.
Well, do you record it thinking that this is going to be, you know, a bunch of summer records? Like, because you're putting it out.
I feel like it's perfect timing.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm talking about from the date, from the songs, the old bag mixed with new bag. Like I got in the kitchen with it, like for real. Like, yeah, I feel like it's just all perfect timing.
I mean,
Everything.
Memorial Day weekend, that's the time to put it out. So.
Yeah, it's perfect. And school getting out, like, oh, it's just perfect.
So it's top-down music?
Top-down music. It's a vibe.
Yeah.
It vibes on there, everything.
Who do you play the music for that you really trust once it's done to be like, okay, I'm ready?
I play it for Gotti. I got an artist, Bread Game, Big Homie. He real good, like with structuring songs and doing a lot of that. I let him and Gotti just critique the music, like, boom, you should do this, you do that.
Come harder on this.
Put this as a chorus, make this, take that verse off, boom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody come in like last minute for a feature?
Exactly. Offset.
Offset
came like when the tape was already in.
Yeah?
Because I had did this freestyle, right? It's called Style Ain't Free. It's on there. It's like number 7. I did the freestyle. I went up with a Triller. I went up with a Triller video. When I made the video, it just like, it went so handy, like 1 million views. He hit me in the DM. He was like, "Yo, I got to get on there.
You're like, all
I
right.
got to get on this song." Like, and we got to shoot the video fast. They wrapped the whole Forever Heartless up. That was just the icing on the cake right there.
And videos for like a bunch of songs?
Yeah, like 5 or 6 at this moment currently, but we still working.
So
we still going.
What do you want from this project? If people haven't like found you to this point, if people don't know your extensive catalog of mixtapes and all that, like,
I feel like I ain't trying to cut you off.
Yeah.
I just feel like the streets thought they lost me. I'm back with this one, like.
Yeah.
I done blessed the streets again. But I'm trying to let them know, cause I feel like when I drop Reset, they feel like when I drop Reset, I went in a whole nother direction.
Really?
Cause I did feature with people like J. Cole. You gotta understand,
Yeah.
like this is a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? So it's just
But that
like,
song is really hard. I mean, like,
I like it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love that song.
but
It
so
did
like
good.
when you say like that, women are your
Biggest
like,
fan base?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they still like? Is that still the focus for this?
It's like I always keep me 2-3 girls song. You gotta have it. You gotta
Yeah.
balance the whole situation out. You gotta have the club bangles, the real talk. You gotta have the female vibes, everything.
Yeah.
Well, I've been seeing you wearing like a Rock Nation hat.
Yeah, we like.
recently.
Oh yeah, that's my new family.
Yeah.
That's my new family right there. We gotta talk about that.
Have you talked to Jay-Z at all?
Nah, I want to be patient. I want to
Yeah.
be patient. That time will come. That time gonna happen. You
Oh
know
no,
what
but
I'm
I mean
saying?
like growing up, were you listening to Jay? Like, is he like that person where it's like
To be-
you would like fan out on that person, or is it like you would be?
I used everything that he had on the radio.
Yeah.
Everything that was a single, I was in tune with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that right there.
Yeah.
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 All his music videos.
All the
just,
all the big videos.
Yeah.
BET, MTV jams, all that.
Gotti going over there and establishing a relationship. Did that give you inroads to sort of make your way over there as well?
I was looking at it when Gotti first went up with the whole situation. I was just like, one day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One day this gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in a situation.
What other parts of the country like really fuck with you that you were surprised about?
The country, I say Baltimore. When I first went to Baltimore, shocked me. New York shocked me when I announced my tour and it sold out in 2 days. Shocked me. DC, feel like really, you know what I'm saying? The whole East, West Coast, it's love everywhere for me.
Yeah. Have you been overseas?
No, not yet. I got a European tour coming up though.
That's exciting.
That's exciting.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are afraid of like different languages or different food. Mm-hmm. How are you? Are you adventurous when it comes to food?
Now I'm picky. Now people say I got like I'm hood and bougie. Like I done got a little bit bougie, but I don't agree with that. I'm just trying to keep like I just want to be healthy.
Yeah.
So does that mean that you go to the same spots at home?
Yeah, I go to like A&R barbecue. Like when I want to cheat, have cheat days. A&R barbecue, East End Grill. You know what I'm saying? Places like that, Half Shell.
What are the spots if you go to Memphis that you gotta hit? Like beyond the Bass Pro Shop, like fucking, Pyramid.
Bad Pro Shop, they cool. It's a vibe in there too.
It's gotta be humongous.
got opened up like really 2-3 weeks ago about how they rooms and stuff looking there. They suites crazy. I'm talking about with the whole cabin look, the cabin feel. Like I liked it. Like it's a vibe in there.
That's wild.
But other than that, you got clubs. You got like if you want to be on some grown and sexy, you got Love. Club Love, you know what I'm saying?
So hard bottoms and like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Suited, no
Yeah.
hats, you know what I'm saying?
No
Stuff
hats.
like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ladies free before midnight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
21, you know what I'm saying? Females 21, males 25.
Right.
Love is the vibe for that. But then you'll go to some place like V Live if you want that ratchet feel.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to feel like you in the hood somewhere and you want to see some, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some you don't really supposed to be seeing, you go to V Live, you know what I'm saying? That's all this in East Memphis too though.
Mm-hmm.
All this in East Memphis.
Have you been to Gotti's restaurants?
Oh yeah, pre-bake. Yeah. Sunday, crazy.
Yeah.
His mom in there whipping it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she cooked. Fire. I'm talking about fire.
Do you
Yeah.
need hard bottoms and no hats to get in there?
No.
Okay.
You can just go on there thugging. You can do what you want to do on that joint.
How difficult is it for you to get floor seats now at a Grizzlies game?
So easy. So easy. It's nothing.
Do you sit down next to interesting people, or is it just like strangers?
It be strangers sometimes unless I bring some people with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you like actually the experience? I understand that like people will sit in the front row just to, get like seen, but do you enjoy being
I
that
really
close?
like it. It's a real experience for me though.
Yeah.
I really be like, dang, it's crazy.
Yo, that
And
shit
then
causes me such anxiety.
Yeah.
That
I'm
someone's
just
gonna
like-
like trip and
Yeah.
In front of TV,
What?
Yeah.
in front of TV, it's almost like the game. It looks so easy from the TV. But when you get up there and you on your feet on that hardwood and you just paying attention, you like, nah, these folk really putting in
strategy.
their work. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I saw a New York Times article today about how every team needs its own Drake to be like that Spike Lee energy, like
I'll
getting
be
in
there
people's
for Memphis.
faces.
We gotta put us a set together though. We gotta get us.
You're the
we
number
gotta
2
get this
pick. So,
squad.
yeah.
Yeah. Somebody else just told me about that today. Yeah, so yeah, we gotta put that squad together and just really and the city gotta come together and just get real supportive. I just hate they let go of Zebo like
Yeah.
with
Had to
this
send him out west.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you'll still enjoy yourself if it's like a shitty game?
What you mean?
Like if you go and you catch
It's like a blowout?
Yeah. Or
Like
no, or
Sacramento
even if it's
Kings
just
or
like
whatever?
I'll just
yeah.
get up and leave.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, it's over.
But if the Lakers come to town, you're there.
Yeah, but if they blowing them out, I ain't gonna stay the whole. I ain't gonna watch that embarrassment.
Yeah.
Like that. I ain't gonna sit there the whole time. Like LeBron came one time. Zebo got me tickets, and they were playing LeBron them and all that. And it was actually that was a close game. They ain't just get blew out like that.
That's
it
cool.
Was, it was actually a close game. They lost it, but it was close though. So I stayed the whole.
How about Penny and the Memphis Tigers?
It's a good look for Penny.
Yeah. Good look for the city.
For the city too. Yeah.
Yeah. So you go to those games or no?
Nah, I'm finna just get started, get warming up on it. I'm finna do that now though.
So you've been in New York, you've been running around, you've been doing promo.
I love New York.
Yeah?
I love New York.
What was your first time up here like?
My first time, it was boring. my first time to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? But I had to keep coming and just experience different things and go different places.
Yeah.
And just move around.
When was that?
It's been a minute. I've been here like 3-4 times, like doing a press run.
Yeah.
So now who looks out for you when you come here?
Everybody.
Like who?
Mano, I rock. You know Mano.
Oh,
yeah, of
Mano's
course.
our
Mano's
guy.
our guy,
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave East. I rock with all of them.
Do you have any spots you like to go to, or is that gonna like sort of like put your shit out there?
I like Empanada Mama. I like that. They got some flavor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you do a week out here, or is that like too much
No.
time?
I can't do no week out here, but I rock with New York though.
Have you ever been on the subway?
No.
Do you want to?
I want to try it out.
What are
Yeah.
you doing right now?
I just see it in the movies and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
So we're friends with Bun B, and
Exactly.
Bun and his wife Queenie came up here, and they were just like, "This may be weird, but we want to ride the subway." And we're like, "All right." And so we went down there
With Premium Pete.
with Premium Pete. Shout out to Premium Pete. And Queenie had her phone on Instagram Live the whole time, even though there's like no service in the subway, just like taking it in and like filming people just sitting down. And
Yeah, it was like her roller coaster. Like she was just like, this is the most exciting thing that's ever happened.
We should try that one day.
yeah,
Next
you're with
time.
it.
Yeah, I'm with it.
When you travel, do
Yeah.
you wear your jewelry to the airport?
Sometimes it all depends on what kind of mode it is. Like if I'm in a rush.
Yeah.
I'm in a rush. If I done got up from the night over, I'm throwing on, it's on the dresser laying around. I ain't got time to just really put it up, throw it on, get through the airport.
Yep.
But when I do that, I'm real noticeable.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
real noticeable at that point. But when I'm in something like this Nike taxi,
Hood up
on
and-
my head,
yeah.
go through, boom.
Yeah.
Have you been stopped by TMZ yet in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
What have they said to you?
They tried to get me, but he was in the car when one. They tried to get me.
Can you just walk quicker than they can?
I kept pushing. I kept pushing on them.
Are they,
Won't get over which.
yeah, like hood up and just like sunglasses on and keep going?
Exactly.
Yeah.
How did you first meet Meg Thee Stallion?
How's I first meet her?
Yeah.
In Houston, 1501. I'm cool with her CEOs and her big homies.
Yeah.
She was on the podcast and she
Yeah.
like we love her.
They were
She's
the greatest.
best.
Yeah. She and her mom came up and
No,
we had
she
the
true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rest in peace, yeah.
the best
She 1000 real
the
talk.
best conversation. She's a real one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she real.
You seem like a real low key person.
Yeah.
You seem like somebody who is not a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
Yet
You have 47 managers. You have so many managers. Every time I talk about you to somebody, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm his manager." So like, who are your managers?
They know, my managers know who they is.
Yeah,
I
what-
don't know.
do you know who they are?
Yeah, I know
Every
who
day.
they is.
Do they all have like specific things that they take care of? Like someone's
Exactly.
good at one thing,
Yeah,
someone's
it-
good at another thing.
Everybody on their business. Everybody take care of their business. So
Well, how about you? Are you in charge of like anything in your life anymore?
yeah, I'm in charge. They just, they put it together. They set everything up, and then they come back and holler at me, get the approval, and we rocking.
Do you have more managers or phones? Because you have 3 phones.
Phones.
Okay.
And just so we get them straight, you have 3 phones. They're 3 different sizes. They're all iPhones,
Exactly.
but they're all for different functions.
Exactly. It's like I got the personal, I got my personal, I got the business phone, like that I do all the music and everything off of, and then you know what the other phone is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
games,
yeah,
apps.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Bagg, man. Congratulations on everything. Especially since we saw you at Sweet Chick a year ago. Like the trajectory that you've been on, the product that you put out there. Like people can say like it's street or it's not street or whatever. I just think it's like super high quality music. You're doing something super dope, and we're extremely excited to hear the new shit. Album is out now.
Whatever hard.
European tour on the way.
Crazy.
Acting. And
Yeah,
movies.
I got a 20. It's a short film. It's called 24 Hours. It's gonna drop probably like next week too.
That's super dope.
Yeah. And it's like 8 to 10 minutes. It's like movie format. Like when you see it, you're gonna be like, oh, he can do a whole movie. If we get this whole thing together, we can do a whole real movie.
If you can get some girls to listen to this podcast, we really appreciate it because our ratio is crazy.
No, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
Yo, thanks so much for coming through.
For sure, love.
Right on. Thanks everyone for listening to this new episode of A Waste Time with It's The Real. Jeff, people want to find out more about us. I'm Eric, you're Jeff. I have curly hair, you have glasses. Together, we are It's The Real, no apostrophe, no spaces. If people want to find out more about this podcast, it's called The Waste of Time with It's The Real. If people want to find out more about what's going on with us, Jeff, where can they go?
You can always go to ItsTheReal.com, ItsTheReal.com. Go to our website. Go cop a t-shirt. Go cop a mug. Go sign up for our newsletter. It's all on our website at ItsTheReal.com. If you're looking for any of our old episodes or new ones of our podcast, you can search for It's The Real on any streaming service. I'm talking about Spotify. I'm talking about Apple Music. I'm talking about Google Play and even CastBox.
CastBox?
CastBox, I don't know what it is, but I know it's there and I know that people listen on it. Shouts to everybody who's listening on CastBox. Also, if you want to find us on social media, we are at It's The Real on Twitter, at It's The Real on Facebook, at It's The Real on Instagram.
And now, to the shouts. Jeff, who do you want to shout out today, right now?
I want to shout out my good friend, Varun Shetty, who posed a question on Twitter where he said, you get 10 shots to make one NBA three-pointer. If you make one, you get $1 billion. If you don't make any, you go to maximum security prison for a year. Do you do it?
No.
So he posed the question. Sports Illustrated reposted it.
Yeah.
And LeBron James said, sign me up ASAP. But I tell you what, if I get to 7 without a make, I may start shitting my shorts.
That's what LeBron said.
That's what LeBron said. So now Varun and LeBron are best friends. So
great.
Shout out to both Varun and LeBron.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Jeff, I want to give a shout out to all of our friends at Forte Prep, the tuition-free middle school over there in Queens that we stopped by for the second year in a row to do career day at.
Yeah, it wasn't just us. It was also Rembert Brown. It was our friend Phil Chang, who's been on the podcast. There were Emmy Award winners and branding experts and doctors and lawyers. It was a full range of people who really opened these kids' eyes to all the possibilities out there. But what's really remarkable about this school, which our friend Graham Brown, who's not even as old as us, has done, he's opened this school in a severely underfunded and under-resourced community. And so we need to support places like this that are able to turn these kids' lives around, to put these kids on equal footing or even exceed footing out there. And so I know they are moving properties this summer, and next year they're going to be in a bigger, better building of their own. And they have a $25,000 initiative to raise $25,000 in the next month. And so if anybody out there is listening and wants to be a part of it, wants to at all contribute,
Or if you just want to learn more about this special place, go to forteprep.org. That's FORTEPREP.org right now. Shout out to Graham Brown. Shout out to all the kids at Forte Prep. And shout out to you guys for listening. As always, guys, not for real, for real.
Sure.
We'll see you guys next week.